This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Want to shop Walmart Black Friday deals first? Walmart Plus members get early access to our hottest deals. Join now and get 50% off a one-year annual membership. Shop Black Friday deals first with Walmart Plus. See terms at walmartplus.com.
Hello, friends. Before starting today's episode, I'd like to take a moment to welcome the newest members of Club 86. This round of shout-outs is going to be pretty darn sweet, and by sweet, we're talking pastries. Meet our newest Club 86 members. Rambo, here's your tried and true old-fashioned donut. Drew, your apple cider donut. Fancy. Zoe with the classic glazed. Aeon with the slightly messy but totally fantastic Boston cream donut. Laura with the delectable chocolate croissant. I don't know how to pronounce that. Matt Shuffle, here's your ever-reliable maple donut. Morgan, here's your bear claw. Which reminds me of one of my favorite jokes. A bear goes into a bar and says, "I'd like a beer and a cheeseburger." The bartender says, "Why the big paws?" The bear responds, "I don't know. I was born with them." Moving on. Emily with a nice cannoli. Am I allowed to do that? Dina, old-fashioned buttermilk. Then we have Eric, Mark, Cam, Baby Bears Love the Diner, Nani, John, Ryan, Colin, Nick, Trevor, Tooth Fairy, Mark, Jack, Dylan, Nathan, Brandy, Jordan, Red Boy Gent, Taylor, Mujasek, Faith, and Becky. Friends, I'm sorry, I wasn't able to get your order in time, but that's okay, because you can have one of my favorites. Actually, it is my favorite, a maple Long John. Here's some napkins. Join Club 86 and you'll get access to all kinds of great perks, everything from exclusive episodes, including the Game Night miniseries, to special Discord privileges, exclusive merch, early episodes as they're available, and so much more. It's also a great way to support the show. Join today, and you'll also get the season finale. Just visit patreon.com/Desert Skies, or click the link in the show notes below. Now time for Chapter 21, Don't I Get a Say? Enjoy. For the best listening experience, headphones are recommended.
Greetings, madame. Do you require any assistance?
Oh, hello. No, just perusing.
Here, I brought you some tea.
That's very kind of you. And you are?
I am Zeno, and I have been the Grand Librarian since we received our astral copy of the story of Gilgamesh. I've seen countless travelers roam the aisles of this place, lingering long before stepping foot into the final sphere. They come, they take their time, they peruse, they have a look about them. One you don't have.
I'm sorry. What are you implying?
Well, they usually have a look of slight trepidation due to their proximity to that next life. You have an Asian of your own kind, but not of the trepid variety. No, you have determination.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just in the mood for a good book. Something to relax me before I venture into the great beyond.
I don't normally come out and chat with travelers, you know.
I'm honored. So why are you chatting with me?
Well, two reasons. One, you've been stealing my books for quite some time. At least 117 by my count, according to staff testimony. You show up, stuff your bag, leave for a long time, come back. In fact, this is your 14th time back here. Where are you even putting them all?
On a shelf.
Where?
In my room.
Where?
On the desert sphere?
I see.
Hey, don't look at me like that. This is a library. People borrow books from libraries all the time.
Not mine. Why not read them here? We have so many wonderful seats and quaint studies. I can have someone bring the books back inside the ones you took today. Where can I find them?
In my car. Can I please take them? I didn't take anything that wasn't one of multiple copies.
Those copies are not the same. Each book is unique, one of multiple editions or reprints with mistakes fixed. They're all quite valuable to me. Be that as it may, I expect you to make good on your promise and return them to me. There's another reason I want to speak with you. You've been poring over the books in this particular section for quite a while now.
Yeah, so?
Well, it's a dangerous section. One that captures the mind in a loop of false hope. There's a reason this area is well hidden. You can't go back, you know.
What do you mean?
Come here. Have a seat. More tea? I can have a member of the staff.
I'm good, thank you.
Where do I begin? Resurrections. In this section we have books on near-death experiences, sudden reanimation of corpses, the revived lives of religious figures, and of course, zombies. That one should probably be in the horror section.
Makes sense.
Don't waste your time, human. There's no returning to your life on Earth. There may be 2 lanes on the Grand Highway, but the Astral Plane truly goes but one direction. You needn't fear the next life.
I'm not afraid of it.
Then why tarry here, in this hopeless isle?
I left people behind. People who mattered to me.
Rarely do I come across travelers who haven't.
I know you probably hear this a lot too, but I'm going to say it anyways. They really, really need me.
Oh, don't cry. I may have never experienced true loss like you have, but I've lost so many of my own in these halls. Great characters of old, to me, have felt like the closest of friends, even family. But alas, every story has its ending.
But you can always come back to a book. Why not life?
I think I know something that might help you.
To get back?
To gain perspective.
Oh.
Follow me. I give you history.
What is this?
In the lengthy past of mankind, some events, those of such tremendous magnitude, have torn through space and time to arrive here just by virtue of their happening. Here in this gigantic mural, you find those moments which bridge our planes to one another, connected through space, connected by time. The mapping of the human genome. Or here, Kepler publishes the 3rd law of planetary motion. One of my favorites, Gutenberg's printing press. And then, architecture. See here, do you recognize it?
It's the Library of Alexandria. And there's you.
With the placing of its final column on the physical plane, this monument to knowledge appeared here in the sphere of industry. In a way, you're standing in it. Its semblance is housed within the heart of the Grand Library.
But the Library of Alexandria is gone on the physical plane.
Yes, I read about that. Be that as it may, it remains here. Look here. Bran Castle. On Earth, it's located in a place called
Transylvania. I thought I saw it here when I was crossing the 8th sphere. Who's standing in front of it?
A curious and dangerous sphere mover by the name of Corson. He looks so cool. And he acts it, but it's well known that he is quite lonely and mean, malevolent.
Maybe I should pay him a visit.
I wouldn't recommend it, unless you plan on staying there forever. Listen, the reason I bring you here is because, like the characters of any of the books in this place, we all just play a part of something more grand than we can begin to imagine. What you see here, these are just the major inflection points in the total of our shared history. So much that's happened is not even displayed. Your loss feels big, but in the grand scheme.
The gas station?
Ah, yes. The first attendant. You likely met him when you arrived here on the Astral Plane. On the desert sphere. He has since resigned?
I haven't been on the Desert Sphere for quite some time. That place wasn't there when I left it, but I know that man. Dale...
He has a name.
Yeah, Dale Edwards. Why is that surprising? People usually have names. Anyways, he found me walking down the highway.
Did he really?
Yeah, he pulled over, got out of the car, walked up, and, believe this or not, handed me the key. Said the strangest thing.
Which was?
That he'd, this is gonna sound crazy, seen me in a vision. That I was a person of great importance, which of course I knew, but he told me that I shouldn't be walking the astral plane because it was dangerous. That I should have the car to keep me safe.
How benevolent of him, selfless. Strange that there've been no reports of him passing through our sphere yet. I'd like to meet him.
What's so special about him?
He built the station on the physical plane that served as the foundation for the one here. He gave guidance to travelers to ensure their safety as they make their way across the astral plane. He had a mechanic that should be somewhere on this wall too. Let me see.
Yeah, he seemed nice. Listen, I appreciate the pep talk, really, but nothing's going to stop me from trying to get back to the physical plane, even as a zombie. That would actually be kind of cool. And if that's not possible, fine. Then I'll keep waiting here on the astral plane. I'll stand at the gate to the next life until they get here.
Don't waste your time. Go to the next life. Give up these dreams of waiting or of getting back. Whoever it is you're waiting for, they'll meet you in the next plane. Go and receive your rest.
Thanks, but no thanks. I'm not stepping foot in there without them.
But in the grand design.
Damn your grand...
Miss? Oh dear, you've spilled your tea. I'll find someone to...
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god, they're in the mural.
Ah yes, the new attendant. We were all so surprised when he appeared on the wall recently. Mr. Would you call him Edwards? Was the attendant for such a short time. 90,000 travelers or so. Oh well, out with the old, in with the... Where did you go? Miss? She's so strange.
Is this your car, traveler?
Yes, it is. Please get out of my way.
You're not allowed to park here. Sign's clearly posted.
I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Please, I have to go.
Hold your horses. I must lecture you.
I don't have time for a lecture. Now get out of my way.
That's it. You're coming with me. Perhaps some time in the lecture cell will help you calm down.
Get out of my way.
Not until I lecture you.
I'm sorry to do this.
That's my taser.
3,
Don't do it.
2,
Oh, you're gonna get so lectured.
1.
No!
What in the hell?
Taking books from the Grand Library. Threatening a lecturer with a taser gun. Oh, I knew I liked you.
You're telling me I can't go to the Desert Sphere?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just asking you to take a moment and listen to what I have to say.
I don't want to let another second pass before I make my way towards that station.
Take a look around. Does it look like seconds are passing?
You froze time just so you could talk to me? Seems a little dramatic.
Well, I do enjoy big entrances. Not much point in being the prime mover if you can't show up with a little pizzazz. But this wasn't meant to impress. I'm not exactly supposed to be here at the moment.
Why's that?
Well, I'm supposed to be in a box.
A box?
It's a long story.
I'd love to hear it sometime, but I need to get back to the Desert Sphere right away.
I understand. You've waited a long time.
Why is he so young in that mural? So much time has passed since I arrived here.
It may feel that way, but I assure you, it hasn't been nearly as long as you think.
So he died young. I knew he'd be sad about me dying, but don't tell me he...
No. Not that.
What then?
Another time. Listen, I know the urge to be joined with him. He is incredibly powerful. You feel as though you failed him somehow. That he's holding something against you, and that by getting to him, you can somehow make it right.
Yes.
I promise you he has no recollection of that.
He doesn't? Listen, he may not look like it, but he's my little guy. I need him to know I'm sorry. I need him to know that I didn't just abandon him.
Just a boy when he entered your life. Battered, scared, angry and untrusting. You gave him a home, made him feel safe. You want him to feel that way again.
I have to.
I understand.
Why would you even try to keep that from happening?
Friendship.
What do you mean?
True friendship is one of the 3 greatest powers in existence. A bond, stronger than a diamond. A source of joy that weathers the darkest days. The feeling of being known and loved at the same time.
Sure, friendship is nice, but...
No, sunny days at the beach are nice. Friendships are magic. They shouldn't be possible.
What does this have to do with Ollie?
He didn't have friends growing up.
Well, he had one.
She doesn't count.
Fair. He wasn't good at making friends.
What if I told you that he was actively in the process of developing a friendship?
The first thing I'd say is that's great, but is that so important right now? Can't he make friends later?
Not like this. The friendship I'm talking about may be one of the greatest of all time. Here, or anywhere else. It will serve to better the Astral Plane for all who inhabit and traverse it.
What, you need him and this friend to help you?
No, I don't need them to help me. I want them to help me.
Can't he still make friends when I'm there?
No, he can't.
That doesn't make sense.
Friendships of the type I'm talking about are not forged in safety, but in trial.
I don't know why. But
Yes?
I believe you. I believe this is as important as you're saying, but if I can't go to him, if I can't wait with him, I don't know what I'll do with myself.
I have a solution for that. A temporary one.
Which is...
Allow me to remove this memory. Make it where you never saw Oliver's image in the mural. Where we never had this conversation.
remove my memory?
Just for a while. When the memory is gone, you'll spend some time waiting at the gate. Quite a bit of time. And you'll traverse the Astral Plane for a while, keeping an eye out for them on the highway.
What if I never find him again? What if I forget and...
Look at me. You will find him at the right time. I'll make certain of it.
You won't forget?
You have no idea how important your reunification is to me.
I'm gonna trust you. Don't you dare let me down.
Deal. Now, before I go, there's one more thing I must do, if you're willing.
I think I've conceded enough.
No, I'm not taking anything from you. I have something to give you.
A lecture?
No, not a lecture. A gift.
What kind of gift?
You give the very best hugs.
So I've been told. How did you know that?
It's a rare gift. Like a friendship, there's magic in the right hug. An embrace. It communicates love, intimacy, friendship, care, comfort. Rightly placed hug does wonders.
Okay, I like talking about hugs, but what does this have to do with a gift? I like gifts.
This gift, like most, is built upon an existing foundation. A modification, really.
To do what?
To move beyond the physical and to touch the very soul.
I want that.
There's only one way to get it.
What is it?
Receive it. May I give you a hug?
You look like you could crush me.
I could, but I promise not to.
Then bring it in, big guy.
Here it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do you feel better?
I do. Way better.
Good. Now, to the memory. Take my hand.
Okay.
It's been such a pleasure meeting you like this.
Will we meet again?
Oh, we will.
Wait, I need to know something.
Yes.
You said that friendship was one of the 3 greatest powers in existence.
I did. And it is.
What are the other 2?
The love of a mother
Yeah?
and the bond of siblinghood. See you down the road, my friend.
Way to eat a tea. You're listening to an ad for PC Game Pass. Want new games on day one like Indiana Jones and the Great Circle? How about living out your Sims life with EA Play? We're talking high-quality PC games all for one low monthly price. We got you. Learn more at xbox.com/PC Game Pass or click the banner. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle available December 9th, 2024. Game catalog varies by region and over time. Okay, that's the ad. You can go back to doing whatever you were doing now.
Subtle results, still you, but with fewer lines. Botox Cosmetic, out of botulinum toxin A, is a prescription medicine used to temporarily make moderate to severe frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead lines look better in adults.
Effects of Botox Cosmetic may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness may be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Don't receive Botox Cosmetic if you have a skin infection. Side effects may include allergic reactions, injection site pain, headache, eyebrow and eyelid drooping, and eyelid swelling. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Tell your doctor about medical history, muscle or nerve conditions including ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects. For full safety information, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
See for yourself at BotoxCosmetic.com.
I quite enjoy the forest sphere, you know.
No, I didn't know.
It smells better when it rains.
I'm sorry you have to keep it off, Corson.
No. It's quite all right. Safer this way, I suppose. A light breeze will have to do.
Where do you think she is right now?
I don't know. The physical plane.
Yes, but doing what? Does she appear human? Is she visible? I wonder how...
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Corson. We don't have to talk about it. You think it's my fault, don't you? You can say it. I think it's my fault, too.
It was this boy. Linus or Grim or whatever he is. He was the one who forced her hand. You were trying to do the right thing.
Trying. In this case, trying wasn't good enough. I was so close, though. He was surrendering.
When Xochitl and I visited his father, we learned some things about him. I don't know if his family is even aware of his penchant for absorbing souls, but that wasn't his only vice. He made regular habit of stealing from his parents and siblings. Would get in trouble with the local lecturing force time and time again.
It couldn't have been easy having her face this as a father. At least, not according to the things Olena's told me.
I don't disbelieve the boy. The man has a sharp edge about him. But according to his sibling, not half as harsh as their brother would have you believe. But the thing about him, the thing that makes me think perhaps Xochitl was correct in confronting him, despite your protests, is that he never keeps his word, C.A.S.H. Never. He's made promise after promise after promise, but he keeps going back to his old ways. Something inside of him won't allow him to change.
But maybe there's something we can...
I won't hear of it. Don't you think I've lost enough already? More firewood. Thank you, friend. And for setting up this camp. And for the fried fish balls. But I'm sorry. I'm not quite in the mood for food at the moment. No, she can't. She has no mouth. Thank you. We'll stay out here for now, out of sight. It's our safest option. If we need you, we'll come find you. And if you see him, please let us know. Thank you again for your hospitality.
It's remarkable that you can understand him, just like Mac.
For some reason, all sphere movers can understand one another. I think that maybe means that...
Means what?
That you're better when you work together.
Prime mover.
Oh, there you are.
Hello, Corson, C.A.S.H.
Surprised you were able to take time out of your busy schedule to join us here. Would you care for a fried fish ball?
No, thank you. I have much to discuss with both of you. First, I know about Xochitl.
Is she on the physical plane, like Corson says?
Yes, she is.
Is she okay?
The physical plane is not an environment suited for those whose nature is born of purely astral properties. But if I know Xochitl, she's okay. For now.
Will we see her again?
You will.
What does that mean?
It means, as it always does, that he knows something you don't, and that you shouldn't waste your time trying to figure out what it is.
C.A.S.H., may I speak with you in private?
Yes.
Corson, don't go anywhere. I must talk with you next.
Prime Mover, where would I possibly go?
We'll return shortly.
He doesn't seem to be very happy with you.
People rarely are. You're right, my friend.
Yes, I'm okay. I've been so worried. But now that you're here, you can make everything right.
Everything will be made right, C.A.S.H. As I told you once before, together, we're going to see this thing through.
You'll help me to stop Olinus.
I will. I am.
Good. Where is he? Where do we go to find him?
I'm not going with you, C.A.S.H.
What? But you said we were going to do this together.
And we are, C.A.S.H. We're all playing our own part. Confronting Olinus is not the part I play in this part of the story.
And what part do you play?
It's not yet time for me to reveal that.
Then when?
At the right time.
I did what you told me to. When she got to the station.
I know you did. Thank you.
It didn't feel good. Why did you have me do that?
Many reasons, none of which I will reveal at this time.
Is there anything you can tell me?
I can tell you that you're doing wonderfully. You are everything I could have hoped for, and more, C.A.S.H. Truly.
You hoped for me?
Oh my, yes. And waited, and waited. And when that terrible day came, when you arrived on the Astral Plane, I knew that the beginning of something tremendous had happened. Was happening. The next puzzle piece of a picture that, when complete, will be a thing of utter beauty and a source of good.
What is happening to me?
You are in a coma. A deep one.
You're saying I'm still alive? On the physical plane?
You are. You have been for some time.
Then Olinus was right.
You'd still be lost out here if it hadn't been for landing in that register frame. I thought it'd make a good temporary home for you.
How could you have known about the register? What if I had missed that window, never landed there?
That never would have happened. I would never let that happen.
But how?
I know it sounds like everything's out of control, that it's so fragile, so uncertain. But I promise, everything's not as chaotic as it seems. C.A.S.H., did you know you have a gift?
What is it?
I, the Prime Mover, have keen insight into the workings of the soul. Because I can see the soul. I know the soul. And because I know the soul, I know what the soul needs, when it needs it.
That's impressive.
It comes in handy. It helps me know that there's a time to speak, a time to be quiet, a time to be present, a time to seem absent. I know that the way I behave can seem odd, secretive, even downright mischievous.
It does. At times.
But I promise it's for good reason. I can see cause and effect, effort and impact, choices and their inevitable outcomes because I can see the needs of the soul. And that allows me to work in ways that do great justice to the people I love.
It's not enough to see it. You have to know how to work with it, how to use it to an advantage. You'd have to be a master tactician.
Like a good general, but one who fights with the tools of time and patience, not weapons of violence.
Exactly.
Someone like you, C.A.S.H. Not even Corson could beat you at chess.
But I can't see the soul the way you do.
What if you could?
Are we speaking in hypotheticals, or are you offering?
I'm just telling you how it already is. You could help a lot of people if you had insight into the health of their soul, the state of their being, their pain. You look like maybe you're not so sure.
If I could see the soul, that means I'll see the ugly parts of it. I'll see things I don't want to see.
You'll also see potential. It's very difficult to fix the things that we cannot see.
How do I gain this insight into people?
Simple. Not everyone who falls into a coma can move about this place. But you can step out of the frame. Any frame. You can move without the aid of an astral or even physical body. In that way, you can look at them, the people, not with your senses, not with flesh or blood, but with the eyes of your own soul. Look over there, at that angry sphere mover sitting by the fire. Tell me what you see.
I see Corson, sitting.
Not with your senses. Step out. Look again.
Okay. He's burdened and afraid. Numb. He feels hurt because of you. He doesn't understand why you're not there when we need you. And he feels weak because he couldn't save Xochitl, and because he doesn't know how to save me. He's so afraid of being alone. He's drowning in shame. He thinks he's a mistake. He's wishing he could just vanish from existence. Oh, Corson.
What should we do? Should we leave him there, let him settle this thing in his own mind? Should we intervene? Give him a hug?
Yes. No. I don't know. He's so...
Don't let the emotion overcome you. Empathy has its place, but not in this type of battle. Let your compassion bring logic to the forefront of your mind. What do we do?
Logic. Okay. He feels weak. But he's not. So remind him he's strong. He feels hurt by you. So let him express his hurt. He thinks he's a mistake. Assure him he's not.
And how do I do all of that, C.A.S.H.? Will you come with me and tell me what to say?
No. No, you're the prime mover. I trust you can do what I said without me holding your hand every step of the way. If I get involved, it could ruin everything.
Precisely. Well done, C.A.S.H. Well done.
Linus also said that I'm either dying or I'm waking up. Which is it?
Well, a little of both.
Remember, back then, you said a day was coming when I'd have to let go. You said I'd know when it was time.
You will.
But what if I don't?
You will, I promise. And I don't break my promises. I know you have many questions, but I can't answer them all. They will be answered, though, in time, I assure you. Now, I need to go speak with our friend.
And after that?
After that, I must leave. And I'm sad, too. You really are remarkable. I'm so glad to know you.
Thank you.
And C.A.S.H.
Yes, Prime Mover.
You have an amazing memory. So I need you to remember this. Ready? 7 Snake Rain Rabbit. 1979 MM 115. The gate opens. I know it sounds weird. Can you remember it?
7 Snake Rain Rabbit 1979 MM 115. The gate opens. I can remember, but what does it mean?
It's an invitation.
For who?
You'll see. Now wait here until I finish speaking with Corson, please. Corson, my friend, you're troubled.
I am.
Speak your mind.
You wouldn't like that.
I can assure you, I would.
Very well. You're the Prime Mover, overseer of the Astral Plane, and all spheres within, correct?
Correct.
You are the emissary of the superiors.
I wouldn't say emissary, though I do rely on their input from time to time.
Whatever it is, and whatever they are, I think something is quite clear.
And what is that?
You are terrible at your job.
Go on.
Look at all that occurs under your watch. All that happens in this wretched place. So much hurt, so much sorrow, so much loss. Where in the plains are you when we need you? You failed us. You've allowed sisters to be torn apart, travelers forced to do battle, sphere movers to abandon their posts.
Yes.
Well, at least you don't deny it.
And there's more, right?
I don't make friends easily. I'm not pleasant. I don't know how to speak or behave towards others in a way that warrants their affections. Like I said, it's difficult to make friends. The attendants of Desert Skies, you nearly let them be erased from existence. So Chilique, our companionship lasted but a short while, but she was willing to play games with me. I know that sounds silly. I know that sounds childish, but it matters to me. And now, the person I care most about on the Astral Plane is being ripped from this place for reasons I don't understand. And it's all your fault. Aren't you going to stand up for yourself? Don't you have some sort of self-defense, some excuse you can proffer? I'm calling you out, man. You are cruel. Crueler than anything or anyone I've encountered on this plane. You think I don't recognize a fellow game player when I see one? Except for, with you, the pieces are people. Real people with real feelings and real fears. You move them about at your whim and abandon them to whatever terrible outcome awaits. You, sir, are cruel, cold, and uncaring.
Say it.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. And I hate myself because of you. You made me repulsive. You made me unlovable.
I did.
You made me malevolent.
You're malevolent?
I'd never use the word to describe myself. But I don't get a say. That's what they call me. It's what they've always called me.
Who calls you that?
Everyone calls me that!
Did I call you that?
Didn't you? I, the one who's cursed to walk the plane with a dark cloud hanging over his head, who inhabits a sphere composed of sharp and hardened stone, the likes of which his own rain cannot even penetrate and bring life to. He who finds solace in nothing but a board game, who longs for friendship and cannot find it, and when he finds it, cannot keep it. He who strikes fear into the heart of travelers rather than adoration, and who garners laughter from his peers for the manner of his dress. I am broken goods. I am a joke, undeserving of love. And I hate you because you made me this way. You made me not only malevolent, but deplorable. And I hate you for it.
You are not deplorable.
What do you know?
You are not malevolent.
Says you.
Says I.
Who cares what you say? I am worthless.
No! You are Corson. He who carries the power of a mighty raging storm, who gives life in dead places and makes trees dance and flowers sing, who strikes fear into the hearts of those who would make dark the light places of our plane, and whose wicked hearts seek the ill of their brethren. He whose tongue is able to strike like a serpent and whose vibrancy of dress reflects the magic that emanates from all wild things. With all that is in me, I will not stand by while you cuss your own name with words unbefitting my friend. Human and sphere mover alike should be honored to bear the companionship of one like you, as wonderful as you are.
No matter how many times I say otherwise, no matter how many times I've tried to prove myself, they call me malevolent.
And don't I get to say, I call you Corson, for so you are, and by no other name shall I call you malevolent, benevolent, these foolish names you assign one another. Strip away the title, strip away the power, strip away the foolish designations, and what is left? My friend, the delightful, the wonderful, the lovable Corson. Anyone who can't see you for who you are is a fool. And how long are you going to let them keep you from becoming the fullness of who you are meant to be?
And what am I becoming?
That's up to you. Yes, Corson. Yes, I could step in any time anything happens here that results in pain. I could solve the problems. I could fix what's broken.
Then why don't you?
Because I don't want to do it alone. You can hate me, Corson. You can cuss my name and spit on me where I stand. Go ahead, I can take it. I will never, ever unburden myself of the joy I derive from watching you all come to the knowledge of what power you have been given. The fullness of what has been written inside you.
Even if it means people get hurt.
Hurt, in the end, can and will be undone. Your transformation, the maturation of your soul, these are things which will endure the whole of the age.
You're leaving again.
I am.
Do you have to?
No. No, I don't. I choose to. Oh, and one more thing, Corson. You put a lot of stock in friendship.
Yes. It seems that I do.
Friendships, sadly, can end. I wish it weren't so. But family does not.
But I don't have a family.
Yes, you do. One that needs you now. Don't hold back, Corson. Don't hold back.
Don't hold back.
And when all is said and done, should you choose, hand it over.
I enjoy a good riddle as much as the next Corson. But you're leaving me so little to work with.
It's enough. Goodbye, Corson.
Farewell, Prime Mover. Jerry, what is it?
Travelers traversing
I know
the
that
Astral
voice.
Plane, that's right.
Corson, what's going on?
Shh, Cash, the radio. It's him.
C.A.S.H, are you listening? I was so disappointed to learn that you had deceived me. Almost had me, must admit. I'd already laid my weapon down when you attempted to lure me outside. Thankfully, C.A.S.H showed me your true colors. Do you know how cruel it is to dangle friendship like a carrot in front of someone who feels so perpetually alone, only to swipe it away and exchange it with malice? I have nothing to lose now, C.A.S.H, but you do. Come to the desert sphere. If I see one sign of that coyote, or your friend the sphere mover, I will consume the attendants' souls. End of transmission.
Where's the Prime Mover? What cave is Olenis talking about? What do we do? He's going to hurt Mac and Tendi.
No, he's not. We're not going to let him.
No, Corson, he said if he saw you.
My dear, it's time to once again take to the skies. Have no fear. Together we're putting an end to this. Now, cradle me like a baby, and let's put a stop to this bitch's dastardly plans. Greetings, traveler. This episode was written, produced, and all characters were performed by me, Jared Carter. The show is executive produced by the Mighty Morphin Michael Freiberg. Desert Skies will return with its season finale, Chapter 22. Until then, safe travels.
The Fable and Folly Network, where fiction producers flourish.
What are we looking at?
It's not a plane or helo, but it's big. Round. If it's a drone, it's nothing I've seen.
Dr. Stevens, the only way to know if it'll harm us is to see how it reacts to human contact.
Did you see that? That was human, right?
Well, Peterson said it transformed.
So you don't see anything weird here?
I'll take Weird Larson over regular Larson any day.
Alpha 8? Are you here?
I blinked for like a second, and it was just gone.
Bravo leader. Hangar is clear and secure. No sign of Phillips or the asset. Over.
Let's catch ourselves an alien.
What do you mean? Who are you?
I am Larson.
No. We call you Alpha 8.
Michael, no!
Listen to Alpha 8 now on Apollo Plus or alpha8audio.com.
I don't know where that thing is, but it wasn't my mom.